Howdy y'all, it's Chris with Show Up Fitness, your favorite trainer in the belt buckle. Today we're going to be talking about a program for a 44-year-old female client who's trying to lose some weight. Before we get into that though, make sure to follow us on Instagram and YouTube. If you want to become a trainer, you just got to show up. Los Angeles, October 28th, down here in La Jolla, San Diego. Early December, check out our website, showupfitness.com. My book's going to be coming out, How to Be a Successful Personal Trainer, and we're going to help you be successful long-term by going over stuff like this. So the average trainer goes to the NASM route. They're going to have you doing some stabilization bullshit where you're on a stability ball on the wall doing a squat curl press like everyone does. I can always pick out that NASM trainer because you guys love your unstable surface training. But why? So if you decide to do that, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. I just like to be a dick and give you a hard time and get over yourself. But what we like to do is we like to program based off of tension. So here's a program for a 44-year-old girl that came in and her goal was to lose weight. She hasn't worked out in over a year. She's in better shape than your average female in the US. Average female is 169 pounds. I'd say she's about 140. So her goal is to tone up. I know that words, people don't like it, but it is what it is. You gotta play the game. If I were to just snap at her and say, that's not proper. You gotta lose fat and gain muscle mass. She understands tone, sculpt, lean, whatever. I talk the language of my clients. If I have a bro that comes in and wants to get jacked, we're gonna get jacked. I'll use that language. Be a chameleon if you wanna be successful. So, the first round, we like to do circuits. We're gonna focus on what her goals are, tone it up, specifically her lower body, get some nice little abs on her. Most girls don't want a six-pack, she just wants a flat tummy. So we did a PAR-Q, physical activity readiness questionnaire, medical history. She cleared herself perfect. She cleared up fine, everything's okay to go. No problems or concerns with coronary artery disease. So we did some foam rolling, calves first, because she sits all day and she feels it gets tight back there. So we did some foam rolling, and then we did some basic little activation drills with some bands, some pay-off exercises, and some simple rows. After about 3 to 4 minutes, we got into the workout. We started out with the first circuit, goblets, into a split stance press, into planks. You'll notice with our programming, it's not fancy, it's not flashy. We're not gonna throw in a bunch of stupid shit because we don't sell on flashiness. We sell on confidence, knowing that you show up and train regularly, you're gonna get in the best shape of your life. That confidence comes by understanding the sciences, anatomy, movement, and working a lot with people. And people are frustrated today because they're misled. They go to these classes, F45, Orange Theory, they think harder and novelty is the way to go, and they've been doing it year after year after year, and they don't get results. So I try to go away from that. So we weren't running around and doing these crazy circuits. We do 3 of them. The weight that we used for a goblet was 20. Her reaction was, that's a lot of weight. I said, no, you're great. We gotta be very positive, empathetic. This is gonna be super easy. I got a bench, it's like a chair. You wanna drive your hips back when you sit. Big toe, little toe, heel on the ground at all time. I used her name. I try to say it 3 to 4 times, show the value of the trainer. She did a set of 12, then went to a press. I gave her a 10. Good form. We went into the planks. I just checked her out, just so she performed. I stood in front of her, her feet are that way, her head by my foot, and then she would touch my toe. I just wanted to see how her core strength was. She was doing a lot of wobbling, as you're gonna see. Next round, we went up to 25s. She's like, oh my God, that's so much weight. I said, you're gonna be getting to the 65s and 75s before you know it, and when you are, you're gonna get the abs that you want. I'm repeating what her goals are. How is that? Because your legs are 40% of your body. Your heart has to pump harder. You're burning more calories. Everyone has a six-pack. If you want a six-pack or a flat stomach, you gotta burn more calories. We went to the press, we went to 12 and a half. Then we went back to the planks. Now I got a little block, put it on her low back, and then we did it again, and she didn't wobble as much. So she's a lot more stable, and I like that. For the last round, we went to 30s for the goblets. Into the press, we stuck with the 12 and a half because her form started getting a little shaky around 10 reps, and then we did a plank. And after that, we went to the next one. Something that we focus here a lot on is service. So I got her a towel, I got her water, asked her how she's doing, and reiterated, this is not gonna be the hardest workout of your life. The next workout is your best workout. You gotta keep on showing up. One workout is never going to change a physique. Just like one cookie or one burger or one bad meal, one cheat meal, what you guys like to call it, it's not gonna change your physique. It's doing it regularly that will. So we need to step up to a curl, 5 pounds, 8 per leg. Into a row, braced herself here, single arm. She was using 15s on the rows, side planks. On the side, and I want to look at lateral stability. And I like to go in a flex position just to see how her psoas is, if her hip flexors are tight, if they're weak, whatever. Second set, we did 5s again. It was interesting because first set 8 and 8, we had the 5-pound weights. She stepped up for 8. She said, oh my God, this is getting heavier. How did the weight get heavier? Because her fatigue's kicking in. Went to a rows and the side plank again. Last one, kept the 5s. We went up to 20s on the rows, side planks, nothing. And then last but not least, this last circuit, we did a bridge pull. So she got on the ground. I put the mat down for her, got a band, and she would thrust up, pull, come down. Thrust up, pull. And I put bands on her knees as well, so she has to externally rotate to really get the glute med and max in there. And then we went into push-ups. First set of push-ups was terrible. Very, very bad. She's at a T. She's going like this. I'm encouraging though. How do you think she would respond? That sucks. What the hell are you doing? You're terrible. It's not going to work. You got to motivate. That's great push-ups. Good job. And she's going like this. It's not the end of the world if you do a couple bad reps. I'm not going to get down there and start basting her, telling her, you got to do it the right way. It's one set. A couple reps isn't going to kill her. It's unloaded. It's fine. So when she got up, after I showed her the first time, I reiterated, this is what we want to do. If you were to push me, your elbows are going to be down here. So this is how I want you to do your push-ups. You got to remember, I have the band as a safety net, so I'm going to help you up. Even with the band under her, she was going like this. She wouldn't even get close to her chest. And then we went back into the bridge pull, kept the weight the same, just increased the reps. So we went to 20 this time. And then the second set of push-ups, she got a lot better. She was able to get down a little closer, maybe 4 fists from the ground. Repeat for our third round, and this time she finally got down and she had a couple good reps. And so it took the third round. You gotta work with general population to see how movement is, because the average person does not know how to move nearly as well as you. So we kind of take it for granted. You know, we can do a push-up, we can do a squat. There's some things that are challenging. You may look at this workout and be like, it's the easiest thing in the world. As a great trainer, you're going to be able to recognize the intensity that the person's putting into it and take them a little bit out of their comfort zone. What would happen if I just smoked this girl? It wouldn't be hard to do. I could do a goblet, run back and forth, come back, do a press, run back and forth, plank, jumping jacks, rest for 10 seconds, repeat. And by the end of maybe 20, 25 minutes, she's about to throw up. What does that do to her ego? She's going to, oh, I used to be able to do it, but now I can't. I'm 44, I'm old. You're not old. You're 44 years young. I'm going to help get you in the best shape. I plant seeds in your head. After 6 months, you're going to look back and go, wow, that first workout was super easy, but today was challenging enough. You may be sore tomorrow. I don't want you to be sore. Soreness and sweating, it's overrated. You don't need to be sore. You don't need to, I hate sweating. If you want to sweat, go in a freaking steam room. Soreness is fine as an indication if you're more of an advanced trainer or a client. I may ask, like, we did a pretty crazy chest workout. Are you sore? If I've been training for a couple of years. No. All right, maybe next time I'll show you a variation of a chest fly where we hold a little longer. I'm going to make it individualized, but for my new clients, I don't want them to be that sore because it could put them out for a couple of days, maybe even a week. So when you look at our programming, squat, more knee dominant, press, overhead, shoulders and triceps, accessory core. Did this for 3 rounds, 10 to 15 repetitions, slow and controlled, own the form, movement competency is always going to be the most important thing. Second thing, we did unilateral. That's add a little fluff if you like. Row, so we got our first pull pattern, and then some more fluff. So we got unilateral, we got a squat, we got a push and pull, 2 fluff things based on what she said her goals were. She wants to tone up, specifically the midsection. So she feels those, that's what she likes. Last but not least, we did a hinge, but also threw in a pull. So what we have here is we got where do we have a push up here? We got a horizontal press, we got a vertical press, we have 2 pulls. I generally like to do a 2 to 2 ratio. It's not the end of the world if you do more pushing. If you got a bro when he wants to crank out 6 sets of pushing, cool. Give him a band later on at work, challenge him to do 50 to 100 band pull-aparts to even it out. Throughout the week is where I want to have a fairly even ratio. And we should probably take that in consideration when we get to the hip as well. So here's a beginning program for a 44-year-old client who's trying to lose weight. Hopefully you guys like this. If you have any questions, shoot us a DM. I love your comments. If you want to become a successful trainer, check out our book, study guide, Show Up Fitness, where great trainers are made.